Who cares, right? But we're gonna wait for a couple people to get on, and so we got 5 people on already. That is awesome. So where am I at, and what am I doing, right? Well, what am I doing, right? I'm right outside of an REI store, and you can see it's right over there. And then behind me, it's a long distance away, but those right there, that's the Colorado National something. It's gonna be in the video. So it's a drive along a cliff all the way out there. You can see I've got my solar panels. Hey, got 2 likes already. Got my solar panels right here. Been charging them up. I'm gonna work this around a little bit. You can see them. Oh, I gotta get a little further away. All right. Yep. So we got the solar panels out. We've been charging them because I've been editing. So just give you a little update. Man, I've been busy. So I was editing. You guys just watched video number 8. Hey, Tony, how you doing? Says Hunger. Oh, I got, James. Hey, James. Josh Camping. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Glad to see you again. Yes, yes. I might scroll up. I know when I scroll, it messes things up. But hey, Frank, how are you doing? Nitro. Alrighty. So scroll down. Hey, Ulrich, the Black Heart. How you doing, buddy? Let me get. Oh, they're gonna pop. You need more sleep. Yes, Darlene, I do. So, Dallas, hey, hi to you. Your videos are fun to watch. Hey, Tony. Hey, Mike. How you doing? So, where we're at right now, we're in Colorado. So, yesterday, I just give you a little background. So, yesterday we were started out in Canyonlands in Utah. I drove all through Canyonlands, filming there. Hey, James, yes, me too. Feel free to use my membership. I got one as well, I think. But the co-op, I like the co-ops. In fact, these pants are REI pants I've got on here. So let's see. Benny, hey, Benny. Oh, touch the screen again. Glad you're having a blast. Yes, Dallas says I'm from Ohio, Cincinnati. Awesome. So if anybody's got any questions, just put some 3 question marks in there, and then it'll pop up. Hey, Brian. Hi, Tony. I'm in Colorado Springs for a work visit this week. Are you anywhere close by? Yeah. Are you here now in Colorado Springs? So, so right now, I believe the REI store is closing up for the night. I think they were closing at 6 o'clock. I didn't get a chance to go in. I've been editing all afternoon because the video I did, I want to say hi to everybody. Olin, how you doing? Tony, I'm great. Just got home from the first camp. Yes, in over a year. That's great, buddy, Frank. That is really awesome. Have you used your badge yet? No, I didn't use the badge yet. I might have to pull it out. I thought I was going to have to last night. So, just to give you a little idea. So, I started out in Canyonlands, Utah, yesterday morning. And I filmed that. That is awesome. Oh, my goodness. It's awesome. And the day before, I spent 12 hours just inside of Arches. So that was 12 hours just inside there. That wasn't getting there. That wasn't waking up and getting there and then getting out of there, going and editing. I had about maybe a 19-hour day, maybe 20 hours, because then I needed to find a place to sleep. And I do want to give a shout out to a new subscriber real quick. Brandon. And he was a big help. And then, Maverick's gas station. I'd gone in there a couple times just to get some pointers about the area and stuff. And Brandon, you were a big help. If you're watching, you're a big help. And then, so Canyonlands, I met a lot of awesome people in Canyonlands yesterday. And I've been left there, and then we came out of Route 128 that snakes along the Colorado River. And I've got to thank Stitch because Stitch is being my little travel guide right now, and he's sending me stuff to be able to do. And points of interest that I might want to hit along the way. Running Deer Outdoors, how you doing? Hey, Carl, how are you? Let's see. Let's go, Brandon. Yeah, different Brandon, different kind of Brandon. I made it. Yes, yes, you did. Eagle Eye Prospector, how you doing? Hello, Tony. I hope you are having a great time out there. I am. And okay, I'm gonna get down here. Okay, Craig's got a question. Says, "Hi, Tony. I'm Greg's dad. If you are on I-80 in Illinois, message me." Oh, okay. I'm not sure exactly which way I'm going to go home yet. I think I'm still going to go south from where I'm at here and then across and then up and then over. But I'm working my way back east. I definitely am. But just to give you an idea, I just edited and is uploading right now video number 27. And if anybody knows me, 27 is my favorite number. So, well, actually 927. But as video number 27, I'm uploading it right now. So I spent the day. I needed a me day today. I was going to try to edit last night, but I got into town. I found Planet Fitness. I went and got a shower, and I met Alan, and he was a big help, with the area and stuff. And he recommended, out of 2 Walmarts there in the area, he recommended one. Said that would be a better place. So I drove around for a while, just kind of scoping out the area a little bit, and I didn't see anybody staying overnight there, so I was a little hesitant to go right away. So it was probably about 11:30 when I got set up, and so I decided I was going to try to edit a little bit, but 3 minutes into the editing process, I was dozing off too much, and I'm like, I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. Believe it or not, I've been making some mistakes. I just watched a video that you guys are going to see Thursday, and I'm going to apologize already for it, because in the beginning of it, my intro music, I think I tapered it down, but I never cut it off. So I start talking. I'm like, "Hey, Tony, you're Ram Ventures 2.0, and the music's still going. So it goes on for a little bit. I believe you can still hear me, but I was so frustrated, and I have no way of correcting that right now. That would be a hard process to do. So that's what it's going to be. I'll explain it to my grandkids, because that's what ultimately this is for as well. Hey, Kaylee, how you doing? Kaylee C. And let's see. You ever been to Hagerstown, Maryland? Yeah, I've been through there, Hagerstown. Desiree Brown, hello. They're glad I caught a live on the road. Well, I'm glad you caught it too as well. And Greg's dad, if I do get through that area, I definitely will. I'll get a hold of Greg and, see if I can get in touch with you. So we did Colorado, I forget the name of it, it's a 23-mile drive. There's overlooks every mile. So it's 22 overlooks in this, and you go way up high, really up high, up on that mountain, and you follow the canyon rim. It's called Rim Rock Road. Oh my goodness. And it was such a long day. Until I got there, I had so much footage because I wasn't sure what to expect as I go along. And when I got there, I'm filming, and it's just, I'll tell you what, at this point, I'm a little overload because there's been so many of them, and every one of them stunning. It really is. I have trouble not recording. Hi, honey, how you doing? Yeah. Glad you made it. Hope work's going good, hon. And hello from Cole Township. Hey, John. Yes. How you doing? So when I get back in the area, we'll have to have coffee. Let's see. Okay, Josh Campy says, how has your health been on this trip? hopefully no ill effects from being in the car too long. All right. So I have had a couple issues, stomach issues, because if you remember, I had a root canal done right before I left. And right before that, I was on an antibiotic and then a second antibiotic. So I did on the trip start taking probiotics. So I have been taking that, and that actually helped a lot. A whole lot. So I was driving down the road looking for bathrooms. So you don't see all those rest stops so, or bathroom breaks. But that's good. I did have a little bit of acid reflux the other day or something. I was coughing. Just stopped at a rest stop, and something just made me, I don't want to get sick, in other words. And I kept getting sick a little bit for about 5 minutes. And that was unusual. I felt a little rough right after that, but I continued to go and drive and get to the next place we were going, which was Moab. So made it to Moab, and then that's when I stopped at that Mavericks and kind of got an idea where I could go. But believe it or not, once you're in the town of Moab, you're not allowed to sleep in the town. They cite you for that. So I had to be pretty strategic, and one of the Maverick employees gave me a location that was an abandoned Denny's and said that nobody would be going in and out of that parking lot, so I could probably camp there. So it's out on the edge of town. So what I did is, usually I put the shades up, but I didn't put any shades up yet, and I'll answer that question here in a second. I didn't put my window shades up because people usually don't look in your car, but if I have window shades up, so I was hiding in plain sight, because if I put window shades up, somebody's going to go, oh, I see that car's got window shades, they're probably sleeping in there. Then it would be obvious. If I don't put them up, people walk by the car, they're not going to look in, and it looks like I'm just parked there and left the car and went for a hike or something like that. So that's some of the things that I'm trying to do, and it seems like it's working out pretty good. But no, any other ill effects, I haven't really had any. A headache every once in a while, but I think that's because of the pollen and stuff. So have you found Studio Tony yet? No, and I don't know. I haven't been able to get a hold of Dave, RNRV Chronicles, because that's the last time I saw him, was around them, and I don't know. They looked suspicious. I'm not sure, so I'm waiting to find out. I'm hoping I get a call, but I haven't gotten one yet. Yes, so I know tomorrow's video, that one, he's still around, so he is, and we're coming out of I forget. We're coming out of somewhere, so that is something we're going to be doing. Looking forward to a video Monday, and then Thursday, and then hopefully another live next Sunday. Now I'm not going to stay on very long tonight, because like I said, today I got in last night. I did sleep good, but I woke up beat. I woke up really, really tired, and it's taken me quite a while. I went to a couple places. I'm editing, and usually I can edit a video very quickly, but this one took me all day to edit, and yeah, that was a tough one, because there was so much footage, and I know I was asked by Darlene 2 Sundays ago if I had seen any wild animals, and believe it or not, I really haven't seen a whole lot, but I did see antelope yesterday. I parked the car, grabbed the phone off the dash, and I had to go up a dirt sand dune bank, and got up there. I was sneaking, I was real low, and I was getting out there, and I did my approach with recording it as I was walking up, saying, all right, we're gonna go see these, get a close-up of them. And I was still recording, so I thought I hit stop. I didn't. So when I hit record, when I got close enough to them, I hit record and I actually hit stop. So I'm standing out there in the field like this with my camera, my phone, going, yeah, look at this antelope. Yeah, oh, there's some over there too, and look at all of them. And there was a ton of them. And I said, let me see if I can zoom in. And I'm zooming in, and I spent maybe 5-10 minutes there filming, only to find out I see my feet walking back to the car, because when I hit stop, when I thought I was hitting play, that's a rookie mistake. I haven't done that in a long time. I was walking and you see my feet going, and then I find some rocks, do a little rock hounding, and yeah, even that footage got messed up. So unfortunately, you're not going to see it. I tried to salvage a little bit of it, and it didn't look right in the video, so I didn't even keep it in. But I did go, I do want to say, I did meet, I just want to tell you guys this little story here. It's not a story, it's a real account. So I went to Navajo Monument Valley. And it's a 17-mile dirt road. You pay to get in, and you drive this, and it's spectacular. And they have a marker for every one of the, there's mesas, buttes, and spires. A mesa is something that's really large. A butte is like a, you think of a tree trunk cut off, sticking up out of the ground. That's a butte. A spire is like a limb sticking out of the ground. It's one of those spires. So I'm in Navajo National Monument, and I'm going along, and we're filming. It's very bumpy. It's all dirt road. It's very bumpy, and stabilization isn't real great on the camera on real bumpy roads, and it was bumpy. But I got to this one spot, and you'll see it, but you'll forget me telling you about this until you see it. But I just wanted to give a shout out to these guys. So I'm there at, I believe number seven, and I get out of the car. I'm all alone in this area. I walk up and I film, and there's spires, several spires sticking up. And then there's one way out, and it's called a butte, or no, it's called totem pole spire, and it's way out there. And hey, 2.0 fan, I'll be buying some Cooper Sharp cheese soon, eventually. There ain't none out here. So I'm filming this, and then I did a little dad joke, right? So I'm going along, and I go, oh, there's some spires. Wonder if I walk over there, I'll get inspired. And I said, all right, that's enough of the dad jokes, and I turned the camera off. I went and got back in the car, and a van pulls up, right? Out of the van, as I'm starting the car and getting the camera set up and getting ready to back up, 6 guys start piling out different areas of the van. And I noticed the back of the one guy's shirt, all right? And it was a arrowhead, and it said Chad's Junior Rangers on the back, right? And I'm looking at that, and I went, oh, I wonder if there's a story behind that, because each one of them, all 6 of them had it. And they're walking over and they're looking, but one wasn't quite there yet, and he turned around and come back to the car. So I turned the car off because I just felt like I gotta ask him. And I was prompted to do that, and I went over and I said, hey, do you mind me asking what your shirt's about? He says, oh, yeah, no, we're all brothers, all 6 of us. I said, are you really? He said, we had a 7th brother, and we lost him a couple of years ago. He passed away, and we like to get together because we used to. And so we're all brothers, and I was like, oh, sorry to hear that for your loss. And I said, would you mind if I, find out more and maybe get it a little bit on my video? So he began to tell me. Now, he didn't tell me how his brother died. So they all line up, and I'm filming, saying, "Hey, look at these guys I just met, and look at their shirt." And I have them turn around and explain the shirt. And Chad's Junior Rangers. There's 7 stars right underneath of the Junior Rangers part, and there's 1 star in the middle, and that's for Chad. And there's 3 flanking stars, and I believe it was Nathan, the one brother. Well, first he told about it, and then the other brother shared and elaborated more. And I was not expecting this part, but he had said that his brother had committed suicide, and they didn't know, right, how to talk to him prior to that. I just thought it was beautiful that they get together, and just really amazing. So guys, keep it up, and if you're on here tonight, I really appreciate you guys, and the story. And it gave me an opportunity because I had several videos back, I had talked about our veterans, and how so many of them commit suicide. And they're right there. And sometimes it just takes asking somebody a question. Sometimes it's more than that. But what he was saying also is that, that they're still learning, how to question and how to ask questions. So it was, I had done a small thing about that before. And when I uploaded the video, it didn't go. And then when I had to redo it, I looked over it, and it said I had to move all my pictures back over, and I did. But that talk that I had never made it. It was lost forever. And it wasn't the right time. I was a little frustrated because I thought it was good to having that video, but we get to have it with this in honor of Chad. So I did dedicate that video that's going to be coming up. It's a ways away, to Chad and his brothers. It was amazing, and just that they are so bonded together. It was just amazing. And they did say they have 3 sisters, and there was one of the monuments is called 3 Sisters. That was there. Their 3 sisters weren't there, but kind of they were. So yeah, but the trip's going really, really good. It really, really is. And like I said, I just finished video number 27. So I'm thinking of maybe taking a day tomorrow to rest up a little bit. I'm not sure yet. I'm starting to feel pretty good. Are you almost to PA? No. So I'm in Colorado right now. So yesterday we made it out of Moab all the way up, did some things and made it into Colorado. So I'm in Colorado, and I believe I'll be going different places in Colorado. And even though I'm in a t-shirt, it's like 58 degrees, but the sun feels good. And if you didn't see him, I've been charging up here in the REI parking lot most of the late afternoon here, catching a lot of good rays, both on there and my tan. Yeah, but I'm getting quite the farmer tan. So when I went to Planet Fitness, you have to get undressed to get a shower, and I was like, oh my God, I'm really white, so whiter than my beard, and it was surprising, but it was good, and I'm really enjoying Planet Fitness. Thank you guys. I hit that massage, that hydro massage chair for a long time. How y'all from Lubbock, Texas? How you doing? Oh, you gotta scroll, make it pop up. So Bug Out Adventures, how are you doing? And Green Hubs, hiya. Let's scroll back up. Okay. I think I'm all caught up. Like I said, I'm probably gonna cut it short tonight because I've still got some stuff to do. I am uploading that one video. Hope it's uploading. But I was always looking for internet to connect to. And I was talking to Dave 2 days ago, and he goes, "Why are you looking for internet? If you got bars, you can use. If you unlimited data, you can upload with your phone." But unfortunately, a lot of times there's been days where I've been no reception at all, and but I turned my Wi-Fi off and I saved my video and I hit upload from YouTube. It went up in like a half an hour or an hour. That was way better than the 5 or 6 hours I was doing. But I know the video you guys just saw with the barbed wire museum. That was awesome. I didn't realize it's good they have the barbed wire museum there. Hey, behind the mountains, because up in that point you really don't see a whole lot of barbed wire. But from that point on, I think all the roads have barbed wire on it because everywhere is free range cows, just everywhere out west here, and going all the way, even on the way to California, just cows everywhere, cows. And yesterday, I was coming up along Route 128, following the Colorado River, which is a beautiful drive. I could have gone up 191 because I was already up that high at Canyonland, but I came and decided to go the 15 miles back into Moab to get gas so that I could catch that 128. That was a suggestion from my travel agent, Stitch. So, hey, Stitch, if you're on here, say hi. So he's emailed me different times about places I might want to go. Bug Out says McDonald's, Walmart, Starbucks has free Wi-Fi in Oklahoma and in Texas. Yeah. And the problem with, I tried linking a couple times. Once I linked to McDonald's, twice now, did it, and I should have just used my data on my phone because I have free data, but I didn't know that at the time. But because I was on their Wi-Fi, there's so many people that go on their Wi-Fi, and it's actually a weakened Wi-Fi, it seems, especially out west here. And because it's weak, it was taking me 5-6 hours. There was once when I was in Page, Arizona, I went and did the Horseshoe Bend. Oh my gosh, that was incredible. Yeah, you see that on calendars all the time. And I went there early in the morning. But that video, that night I went to a Jack in the Box that was closed and sat outside there. It was maybe about 10:30 at night. I started my upload and I'm checking it. And at 5:45 in the morning, when the first employee was showing up to unlock the door, and so I decided to back out. But I looked at my phone and I was only 82%. And so I went down to another spot, and that was outside of Maverick there as well in Page, and it finished there, but it took another hour or so. And but I met some really great people in Page, Arizona, and you'll see some of that on the videos coming up. Hey, we got 49 people watching and 21 thumbs up. I do want to say I've been looking at some of my analytics and stuff, and I know viewership is down. Now that could be because we're coming into summer, but I know usually when I put a video up, sometimes within a day and a half, it hits 1,000 views. And recently they've been getting, maybe after a day, like 500. That's not that I want views, but I'm just trying to gauge how people are liking it. And I know these first 8 videos coming out west, they're a little rough. Yeah, it's a lot of driving. And as you get towards Arizona, you're going to start picking up with a lot more content, a lot more less driving. And there's going to be less and less driving, kind of, unless I got to go from an area to an area, then it's going to be big. And the reason I showed driving, the waiting game, yeah, right, a lot because the reason I filmed going from place to place, so much of the driving, is because I want y'all to see what I'm seeing. I want you to see America like I'm seeing it. And I do change my um, style, kind of, a little bit, maybe. I don't know. But I think I'm getting better at it after 27 times. I better be getting better at it. But I think I'm starting to get a little better at it as we're going on. And yeah, but I met, like I said, amazing people. And when I was at, yeah, when I was at Canyonlands yesterday. So you know how I do 2.0? All right, so I met three people there. They were all together, and it was, Tim and oh gosh, I'm terrible with names. I have to watch the video to remember. Um, Cecilia, I think, and Lynn. I don't remember, but you'll see. So I'm talking with them and talking about the stroke and everything, and you know, and and I went. So they asked, "So what's your channel?" I said, "Well, it's Random Adventures 2.0," and I said, "I just do that 2.0," and she goes, "Oh, you know sign language?" I said, "No, I don't. I just do 2.0. I've been doing it since November of last year, a year ago, November." Right before I did some gold panning, I went, "Hey, all right, Tony here, Random Adventures 2.0. Oh, that was fun." So I just started doing that, and she goes, "Oh," I said, "Do you?" She goes, "Yes." She said, "I was a principal at a deaf school, and I know sign language." I said, "Oh," say, "Can we get that on?" And she said, "Your name is real easy to do in sign language." I said, "Is it?" And she showed me. It was like TONY 2.0. So it was really cool. So I got them on video and talking, and she was signing and answering questions with sign language, and just it was beautiful. And we had a great time talking and stuff. And then I go a little further and meet some other people. It's just great. That's why I'm having a little trouble getting back, because I'm meeting so many awesome people. It's just along the way, and unfortunately I don't get a chance to show everybody I talk to, but I'm talking to a ton of people and meeting some amazing people, and a lot of them, believe it or not, have been really divine appointments, like Chad's brothers. That was a divine appointment, just amazing. Um, Talked to a lady in Walmart today who a year ago had an illness where she was paralyzed, and now she's walking and praising the Lord that she's walking. And so stuff like that I don't share with you guys on video all the time. Certain times I will, certain times I'm just not able to. Let's see, landslides, closed gates and flooded roads. Just wanted to drop in and say hi already, Foot TV. How are you doing? So I hope your day is going good. Yes, it is. I put Visine in so you don't see how red my eyes are. Yeah. But like I said, I'm getting powered up. I think I'm almost up to 100%. I was down on my power bank, down like 35%. So I wanted to get that charged up. Because I charged another battery bank up as well. Yeah, I was just the amount of stuff you guys are going to see. I'm really excited. I hope you hang on to see it. I don't want to release them any earlier than what I'm releasing them. I'm doing 2 a week releasing, but I'm recording almost every day, every day. But I like to show, like I said, me going from one area to another area. So sometimes there's a little bit more driving. The video you guys are going to see, that was crazy. The one coming up. So I'm driving. I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Now that one there, okay, I'll give you a little preview. So Albuquerque, the video, it ends with me still awake, all right, outside of a Love's truck stop in Albuquerque. And I go in and I talk to the manager, and because it just didn't feel right. It was a rough looking area, and the tractor trailers that were, there was only a few of them, but they weren't even parked on the property. They were on a private property, and they went backed up over a sand mound and curb to get into the parking area. So I did not feel right about that spot. So I asked the manager, I said, hey, what do you think? And they said, well, you might be okay. You could probably park right in front of the store, and we're open 24 hours, but you'll probably get bothered throughout the night. And I was like, oh, I don't like to be okay. Maybe okay. So I thought about it a little bit. I got sat there and thought, and then I heard 3 sirens different times, police cars going different ways. I thought, yeah, and I looked around. I drove around a couple blocks, and it was getting worse and worse the further I went. So I went back there and I went in. I said, is there another one like that you know of? And they said, we have another Love's truck stop about 9 miles out route, Interstate 40. So I said, oh, okay, that's where I'm going. So I end the video pretty much there, I think. Then I find the other one, and it is way better, well lit. They have a security guard there on staff all the time. And I talked to him. I think his name was Alan. But he said he would keep an eye on me. He said, park over there, which was a good spot that I already parked at. He said, yeah, you'll be good there. I'll keep an eye on you throughout the night. I'm from New Mexico, man, and Albuquerque is dangerous. Yeah, it's not a nice place. You know, I didn't get a chance to really see too much of Albuquerque. So I go up there and I say goodnight. I close the video out and I just climb in bed and go to sleep because I had been recording all day, and I think I didn't get much sleep the night before. So I ended going to sleep, and then I got started again that night. I think I had maybe 3 hours of sleep. I don't remember, but in the middle of the night, it's raining, and I'm sleeping in the back. And what I discovered a new way to get into the car. All right, so through the back instead of on the seat, getting up into the bed when I'm just in there, because a lot of times I'll just throw my food bin up on the refrigerator, and then that's where I sleep because I got the mat and stuff there. So I have the key is in my pocket, right, all the time. It's one of those keyless entries. All right, so I have it in the car in my pocket pretty much all the time. So I climbed it up off the seat and I got into bed. Hatch was closed, and I'm sleeping. At 4:45 in the morning, all right, I must have rolled over and I hear beep, beep, beep. And that's what it makes. The sound is it's opening and it's pouring down rain. It opens up and I lift my head up and I look out the back, and I'm directly behind my hatch is the gas pumps. Maybe from here to those trees right over there is the gas pumps. And so I looked at my thing real quick and I hit the button to close it, and it went beep, 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 and it closed. And I went, oh. So I locked it and I thought, that's pretty neat. So from that point on, in the morning, it was still, I don't remember how, I think it was just sun just came up. So I'm like, how do I get out? Let me try this. So I hit beep, 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 took my top quill off, and I slid out the back, and I looked over, and there's people pumping the gas, looking over at me. And I tried to not make eye contact, and I just took my food bins down and then walked around the car. I went beep, 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 and it closed. I got in the car, and I started the day like that. And yeah, that was, so now that I know, a lot of times I'll put my food up there, get my bed ready, and then I'll just climb in the back and go beep, beep. It's like a little spaceship. And it closes, the hatch closes, or a submarine, the hatch closes, and I just hit lock, and then I go to bed. And then in the morning, I just beep, beep. It opens and I slide right out the back again. Hey, Karen, how you doing? Yes. I'm a-scrolling. All right. Off the farm adventures. Gotta trust your gut. Yes. Yes. Hey, Laura from Scotland. Awesome. How are you doing? You're in Colorado. Yes, I am. I am in Colorado. Just arrived late last night. Went to a Planet Fitness, got a shower, found the Walmart, and then went to sleep. But I did drive around and back after, kind of went that way. Now, a lot of homeless, all right? I see a lot of homeless. I see a lot of people that are sleeping in their car that aren't doing it like I'm doing it. Okay, so I'm doing this for fun and to make content. Others are doing it because they have to. And I've met a lot of have-tos. And I've talked to some, I've prayed with some, I've blessed some with some food and stuff, but yes, it's definitely eye-opening. Carl says, Tony, please pray for Kent. He has a channel. It's jumping. He has a channel called Baby and Me, Tiny House on Wheels. He had an accident. He got burned really bad. He's been in hospital. He's been in hospital last week. Kent. Yeah, so if all of y'all can see that too, pray for Kent. I'm just going to pray for him right now, all right? Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we just ask you to just begin to heal Kent. The burns, that they would heal quickly, that the doctors would know what to do. And if there's any skin grafting that's needed, Lord, we ask that you would provide that. And we ask for a quick recovery. In Jesus' name, amen. And watch over his family and as well. Amen. Oh, my hair's not a mess because I got a shower last night. Yes. So keep Kent in you guys' prayers as well. And then also, Pennsylvania, Kay Ann asked me to pray for that area. She has a camp out towards the Pittsburgh area way. Their family has a camp, and there's a big fire out there going on that's coming down the side of the mountain. And I haven't got any updates on it, but I'm praying for that as well, and that they can quelch the fire. I believe I saw that there was even planes dropping the red dye fire retardant. Yeah, that was that's in Northumberland County. That's not there was another, I don't know if that's in the same area. I just don't know enough about it, but she just asked me to pray, and so please pray about that as well. Okay. Cold over here though, a bit jealous. You're in the sun. I know. I'll tell you what, I was talking to Miss 2.0. Hey, old grunt. So Miss 2.0 and I were talking, it was either yesterday. Okay. So when I went into Angel's Landing, all right, so I go in there. It's early. It's before 7 o'clock. It's raining. I woke up in the rain. I'm driving up there. It's thundering, lightning, and I did get some of that on film. Sleeting then, snowing. I'm driving through hail, and I'm going, oh, this is probably the wrong day to do this, but it was the day I had. So I'm going up, and I thought, you know what, drive to the far end of the park. And I believe it's Devil's Garden or something like that. A rock formation that you can hike through. It's about a 3 to 5 hour, pretty rough hike. Needless to say, I didn't do that one because I wanted to make it through and see as much as we could. So when I got up there, like I said, I was driving through all this, and then I talked to Miss 2.0 later, and it was 92 back in Pennsylvania, and it was 33 and high winds where I was at, and I thought it would be the opposite. So, but the sun did come out, and I got to film, and then I went to an arch, and it's one of those, you know what arch is. So it's if you're on my Facebook page, Random Adventures 2.0 family Facebook page, or you just follow it on there. I believe I posted not all, but some of the thumbnails, and that picture I used for the thumbnail. Now the picture is the sky's still gray and the clouds are moving, and I can see it's blue over here. And as I'm doing an approach, doing my filming and stuff, and I had to go up a little bit. I show that in the video. I had to do some climbing. That was a little rough, but I met some great people on that too. But there was going so early in the morning is really nice because it's not crowded. But as I'm going up, I'm approaching this, and I'm looking at this arch in the distance, and the closer I get, I see a puddle. Right, there's some puddles in the trail, and I got up to the puddle, and I looked at the arch, and then I moved over this way, looked at the arch, looked at the puddle, took a step forward, looked at the arch, looked at the puddle. I could see the arch in the puddle, but it was all gray skies behind it, and it's called Skyline Arch. So I see blue clouds over here, and I went, do I just go see the arch, take some pictures, and come back and just get in the car and go to the next one? I went, nope, the clouds are moving that way. They've got to get blue behind the arch, which my thought was it'd be blue in the arch, it'll be blue in that puddle. Now the puddles are kind of reddish brown because of the amount of sediment that shows up in the areas. Just the consistency of the soil. So I waited 35 minutes standing there with my tripod, and then looking at the cloud, looking at the puddle, looking at the cloud, going like this, adjusting it. I set up this shot for 35 minutes, and then when the blue sky got there, I had to wait another 5 minutes. I didn't say about that, but I had to wait another 5 minutes for it to get in the arch. So finally, I take the picture, and it turned out amazing. And then grizzly bear, prickly pines. I've got some of those, or it's not prickly pine, prickly pear. But I said prickly pine in that video, I think. Oh no, that was the next day. But it's prickly pear, so I get some shots close to the ground. Beautiful. I'll tell you what, you can't take a bad picture out here. Sometimes you gotta wait to get a better one, right? But that's going to be amazing picture. It's an amazing thumbnail. It's going to be an amazing day. So I ended up spending 12 and a half hours, I believe, just in Arches Park, the national park there. 12 hours. Yeah, that was amazing. And then I still had to edit and then find a place to sleep. And then I decided at the end of the day, I would go back. I didn't know if I could push my luck 2 days in a row with that abandoned Denny's, parking outside and not putting the window covers up to make it think I was just parked there, or somebody was parked there and sleeping somewhere else. So it worked out. So I ended up getting in there, pulling into it really late. I sat outside of a gas station and edited, for most part, so that when I could upload right there and then go sleep for the night. And by that time, I found out that I could upload through my data on my phone, so it was a lot quicker. I think it was only like an hour. I was like, yeah, not 8 hours anymore. So hopefully when I got reception, I can do that, and that'll really help make the trip a little quicker. Me get back to PA sooner, right? All right. Oh, comments, are there any? Oh, what I do to get good photos, yeah. It's I'm doing this for myself because I love doing it, but I'm also doing it for you guys. And I want to give you guys the best content I can get. And if it means waiting 35 minutes to get the better picture, I'm willing to do that because I just know how much you guys appreciate it. Yeah. So, hey, RIG. Oh, I got to scroll up. Boy, I missed a lot while I was gabbing. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Hey, Jeff, how are you doing? And that's HF. Hello, nice beard, Robert says. Yeah, it's getting long, isn't it? I did trim it with my just my razor a little bit, just the ones that were going like this. So when I get the sun behind it, really you can see how thin it is. Hey, old cracking dated, how you doing? Late to the party? You know, you're never late. I missed the cake and ice cream. Oh, yeah, we ate it all. Yeah. There is a Louisiana crunch cakes here in Colorado. I already saw that. And I haven't been eating many of them, to be honest with you. They're good for special occasions. Um, all right. RIG says, sorry I'm late. I just got out of evening worship service. Awesome, 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 Pastor. All right. All righty. So my idea is I might leave this area tonight. I don't know yet. I got to look at the map. Believe it or not. I just bought a map. I've been using my phone, and the GPS in the car is good, but since I use my phone to film, I can't use it for navigation. And the Subaru, I'm trying to figure out just the best way to put stuff in there to get me where I'm going. How's all you camping gear holding up? Very good, Josh. Believe it or not, there's not a lot of camping opportunities for me to scope out. And believe it or not, because I came out the southern route, once I hit Texas, even outside of Tennessee and then into Oklahoma, I ran out of trees. I ran out of a lot of trees. But I do get some the hammock, the tarp and the hammock hot tent out different times. Everything's holding up really, really good. Really good. A lot of times when I'm pulling into an area, it's so late for me to even try to figure out a place to try to camp. I drive around and look, hey buddy, how you doing, RNRV Chronicles? I get to Arizona, he leaves. So, yeah. Yes, so when I get in an area, and I've been really trying to figure this out, unless I can stay in an area for a day or two. Because I was just talking to Miss 2.0 about this. When I'm at home, all right, one, it's familiar, right? And I can kind of go and pack my backpack for that trip, all right? And plan a little bit more ahead because I know the terrain, I know the area, I kind of know where I'm going. I know kind of what it's going to be like when I get there. There's trees, or so I'll do my hammock and just tarp and, but here, when I pull into some places, a lot of times, most of the times, and you'll see it on the video, it's dark. I have two choices: either make a really, really short video and not show you the driving as much, and get to an area and then just figure out a place to camp if I can find one, and then camp from there. I haven't stayed at any campgrounds except for once, and that was because I had to. That was in Death Valley. So, and I got the last spot in an area, and it was very remote. But I went and I stood at the lowest point in Death Valley. We go out and we walk out onto it's like a sand flat, but it looks like ice because it's all cracked. And the thumbnail for that one shows the mountain with snow on it behind me, and I'm standing there, and it says, am I standing on ice? ? No, because I'm in a t-shirt and it's sand, it's salt. But the more you got out there, the bigger the cracks got in the salt. Really cool, really cool place. So that's the only campsite that I've actually stayed at. Usually, when I get to areas that are of interest, they're areas of interest, and with Easter and stuff, a lot of people are. Dave, I'm in Colorado, so yes, I'm outside of an REI co-op store. So I'm in Colorado. I went from Moab, did Canyonlands, drove along the Colorado 128, which that area, there's a lot of dinosaur museums and dinosaur fossils where they found them. That whole area, very neat. And I'll tell you what, my drive up that 128, it's 41 miles. But right at mile 33, the Colorado River makes a right-hand turn, and you continue out on 128, and till you pick up an old route up there. And but from mile 33 to mile 34 or 35, the terrain changes drastically. So you're in red rocks and cliffs and everything, and you're going out, and then you're in red soil, like a little valley between the cliffs, and there's a ranch there. And you go a little further, and then it tightens back up again, and you're running through the Colorado. Then you start coming out, and the cliffs get shorter, and then you're still following the same level kind of as the Colorado River, but then you're starting to see the sediment is now tan, then grays, really incredible. And you know, I talk about it while we're driving, but just in 4 miles, the terrain changes immediately. Look around for Cheyenne Mountain. It will have a bunch of large antennas on the way to the top. I saw it when I was in Colorado Springs. I did see that on the map, that mountain on the map. Like I was saying, I bought a map. So Dave, were you looking for Studio Tony? Dave, been wanting to ask you about that because you and Katie were the last people to actually see him. I thought, or not see him, but I was around you guys when I don't know. But he was getting to be a little difficult, right? So I kept asking him to cook. He wouldn't cook. So he was a slacker, just laying up there in the cargo carrier. And then all of a sudden he was gone. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think, yeah, I'm not even going to speculate because I know Dave wouldn't hide him. not Dave and Katie. But they were heading back to PA. So I don't know. We weren't getting along the greatest. I thought we would, but we didn't. Every time I went to go give him water up in the car carrier, he'd be like, "Can I get out now?" And I'm like, "Well, we got to drive somewhere." And I got to think, my creativity comes. I was planning on being alone in this trip, right? And so, for those that are just tuning in, there wasn't somebody in my cargo carrier. it was okay. You'll have to watch. Go back and watch the videos. Go to video number 5 when I explained to Studio Tony what I'm doing. Video number 5 in the playlist leading up. Hey, McMountain, thank you so much. Studio Tony, what does that say? Studio Tony went to grow a beard. Yeah. I see if I can post that up there. Let's see. That's okay. There we go. All right. Thank you very much. I was gonna say I have been just having a blast on this trip, and it's been truly amazing. It has been tiring at times, but I recoup very fast with that, and I'm always mindful. Especially if I got to drive somewhere. Yeah. So let's see. Top check. Da, da, da. Hey, Stitch, how are you doing? Um, yeah, yeah. So, if anybody's just tuning in, I'd said I wanted to thank Stitch very, very much because Stitch has been my Stitcho travel guide on this trip coming out. He's been giving me places to stop and giving me some ideas and so forth, and kind of giving me a little bit of an itinerary. Yes, and he just got sent me an updated email for some places, and he's checking some weather as well because some places aren't very good for a lot of snow. Sorry, let's see. I heard Studio Tony ate too many crunch cakes and had to go home. Well, I don't know what happened to him. Like I said, Dave and Katie, I went to visit them when I got to Arizona, and then I didn't see him since, but we were on the go, and I forgot to let him out. So it gets kind of hot in that car carrier. We went down to Tombstone. Um, we were doing other things, and then I went out to that's when I really realized he was gone. I went out to Tortilla Flats and did a camp out there the day before. I believe we go and we look for areas to camp. And that's really beautiful out that way. And then I came back, and that was actually March 24th, which was the 1 year anniversary of my stroke. Yeah. But if he ate too many crunch cakes, he was getting a little big to fit in that car carrier. So maybe he went to go do an exercise program. I don't know. Maybe he's running back. Let's see. March 1st was 10 years. Yes, sorry to hear about your wife, old Kraken. Yes, I did remember you telling me about that as well. Yeah. And Darlene, too. Yeah, and I've had some great talks with Darlene. She's keeping me in prayer, which I really appreciate. I thought I saw Studio Tony here at the Walmart. You did? All right. Did he have his red red chef's hat on? I don't think you guys know that yet. He's wearing a chef's hat, so look for a red chef's hat. I don't know what you're talking about. I still plead the fifth. That's sounding fishy. That really is sounding fishy. All I know is we were eating on St. Patrick's Day corned beef and cabbage that Katie made, and at Greg's, and hanging out there. It was really nice. And like I said, then she went out to go eat her second helping of out in the front, and we all went in the back. I thought that was kind of odd, just thought it was, because she looked suspicious. And Dave did too. He kind of hurried me along. Dave, it does sound fishy. Yes, Stitch. Yes. So you need to be kept in line and stay out of trouble. Yeah, I can do enough of that on my own. I don't need Studio Tony to be telling me this and that. Right. Let's see. Who, me? Yeah. All right. So Dave and Katie headed, and they left back, and we were in contact a couple times. So Dave, you guys, you really liked, you were telling me the Ark experience. So they went and spent some time there at the Ark, and that was, they were trying to get, when they left, they were trying to get out across those areas there. Was that Kentucky? Where they were having some hurricanes and stuff, or tornadoes. So they were really a day ahead. Hey, Jerome, I'm in need of some crunch cake with pineapples. Yes. So if you guys kind of got a preview of one of the videos, go on to Dana's channel, Behind the Mountains. We went camping for 2 days, and he put out 2 videos, one for each day. Mine will be coming out, what is this, April? Early May, middle of May, somewhere around there. So yeah, it's gonna be a while. But if you want to see some good drone work and stuff like that, and see where we camp, for 2 different days, 2 different spots. Go on and check out Behind the Mountains. Oh, yes, Laura. Well, good night. It's 2 a.m. over in Scotland. Yes, so definitely bedtime. Safe travels, Tony. Hope you enjoy every moment. Yes, I am. Yes, yes. Good night, good night, good night. Everybody saying good night and cheers. Alrighty. So I don't know how much solar I'm making anymore. I can't see it, but I think I'm at 100%. So just to give you an idea, I'm gonna move the camera just here so you can see I got the solar panel set up. So my shadow's in there right now. So a little bit about solar. So each one of those panels are strung together. So it's 50 watts, 50, 50, and 50. So that's 200 watts. But because they're all daisy chained together, I don't know if y'all want a class on this, but it might help somebody. So because they're all daisy chained together, Foot TV, oh man, appreciate that. God bless you. Thank you so much for that super chat. I have some beautiful private land up here in Colorado. I'm not there, but you are more than welcome to camp there. Thank you so much. Do you have any gold panning areas? Because that's one thing I've been wanting to do, and I haven't been able to do it. I have my gold pan. Most of my gold stuff wouldn't fit in the car. Let's look this way instead, so you can see. There's a little pond right over here, and there was a young guy walking back, and I said, "Hey, did you catch anything?" He said, "Oh, some bluegills." So he did do a little bit of fishing there. So with these panels, so just a little information about solar. Are we even seeing them? Oh yeah, there they are. So when a panel is shaded, like see, I'm shading this panel right here. So if my shadow, because they're linked together, if my shadow causes that one panel to only produce 10%, even though the rest of them are in the full sun, it reduces the watts per hour that you get by 10%. So this one will be 10. That one, even though it's in the full sun and can produce 50, it's only going to produce 10. The same with the one next to it, and the same one with the next one. That's when you have them daisy chained together. There's a way to do it that you don't have that, but it's with inline inverters. That's because they all go back to an inverter. So you guys can see this way too. So this is my living space. So this is the refrigerator. So like I was saying before, I take this tub. This is my supply box tub. So in there I've got, oatmeals and all kinds of stuff in there. The one right behind it is the one I mainly pull out of during the day or the week. When I'm ready to go to bed, I take that, put that up there, the one over on top of it. You can see I didn't make my bed. That's that hippo poncho. It's a poncho, but it's also, you unbuckle it or unsnap it and it becomes a quilt, top quilt. And I've been down to 22 degrees already with that, and it's perfect. It's great, amazing. So hippo, it's a thermarest. I do go over that in another video. So yeah, but get the sun out of your eyes. All right, I'm gonna sit down for a minute. So yeah, that's about solar. So that's done. I'm probably gonna fold that up and put it back in the car to get ready to go. But we've been having an amazing time. Does anybody have any more questions? Maybe you do, and I haven't been seeing them because I didn't put it back on comments. Top chat. All right. You should have carried your fishing tackle with bass. Yes, I should have. I'm looking to buy a solar generator solar panels and fridge. Nice nitro. This Alpha ESS is 1,000 watts, and those are 200 watts of panels. So when you don't have it hooked up, like I have it hooked up now, you just unplug it from the car. So the car feeds it, and then I just unplug that one and then plug the other one in, and then it charges from the sun. But when I was out at Quartzsite, the wind was so strong, I put it out and it was blowing it over. And I just actually took and washed them off because I had so much dust, and that was affecting it a little bit. And then I just checked my connections. But I was pulling 130, 140 watts this evening. Tony will have to actual bed to sleep when he gets to Rancho El Stitcho and drag him out camping. Yes, awesome. Let's see, Nitro. Good night, everyone. Tony, have a blessed evening, says Dave, or in RV Chronicles. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you, buddy. Love you too. Josh has a question. Says, just want to say thank you very much for sharing this with us. This is a really nice escape for me. Yes, Josh, and I know, and I'm continuing to keep you in prayer. Hopefully you have more capacity in your lungs since we talked last. Keep me updated on that. God bless you, brother. God bless you too. I caught a largemouth. Oh, nice. I read the rest of that comment. All right. All right. Let's see. Good night, Dave. Good night, Dave. Laugh out loud. Cracking dated. Okay, I'm just going to scroll up here. See what I missed. Yeah, watch the episode on the fridge. So any of those items, if you go down in the descriptions, you can go to my storefront, and there's a whole tab in the store called car camping or car supplies. So yes, pretty much anything that I'm using is in the storefront. I try to keep, I think I got to update a couple things though in there. Okay. All right. Just scrolling, make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Don't keep Tony on too long. He's been a bit tuckered. Yeah, I was talking to Stitch earlier today, and I was telling him I was beat. I was beat. I was really beat. I mean, the last several videos, only because I had to hike to places to get to, to do stuff, I had to actually do some fair amount of hiking. And I'm good at probably 2 miles with things, if it's got a little bit of a pitch. But I had gone down to Horseshoe Bend and back, and that was a down 3% grade and then back. I walked, went to, there was a dam in Page that comes off of Lake Powell. There was a dam there, and I filmed that. There was supposed to be a tour, but they don't do public tours anymore, so I couldn't take the damn tour. No, that was a truly DAM tour. I couldn't take the tour because they didn't have it anymore. So I actually had to walk out on the main bridge to get a shot down. So I've been doing a lot of hiking. It's good. It's good. And then Angels, not landing, but Angels Arches, and then Canyonland. So it's been a lot of walking and things, which is good. It's good, but it did wear me out. So I do get tired easy since the stroke. But yeah, I was just beat. I couldn't even edit last night. I had to go to bed, and that's rare. Lots of us rare. Okay, guys. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna log off, says Hammock Mountain. I've been out all weekend with the Civil Air Patrol. Oh, cool. Got to catch up on some sleep. Be safe, Tony. Sure will. All right. So I am going to go ahead and end this. Holy Spirit, please direct Tony to more sleeping than he has gotten. Amen. Amen. And a lot of you guys' prayers is why I'm able to do what I'm doing. And I thank you all for the super chats. Very, very blessed. And Matt, one of the brothers, bought me a coffee, which I was blessed by. The Chad's Junior Rangers. And if you jumped on late and didn't hear about that, go back to the beginning and listen to that part. I met 6 most amazing brothers that lost a brother to suicide. And they were all there together with honoring him and a tribute to him. And I dedicated the video to him as well. And then also talk about our fallen vets. And then underneath of a rock, I saw 3 dogs, and it ended up being 4 that were just panting, trying to lay in a little bit of shade. So we give them water and some tortilla shells and some cheese. Yeah, and they liked it. I'll take care of Tony when he gets here. Yeah, no worries. All right. So, I'm not seeing. To do my Medicare. Oh, that's awesome, Nitro. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and, because I'm not sure if I'm going to go back to where I slept last night. I might try to find somewhere else. And it's still light out. So I'm 2 hours behind East Coast. And, oh, we can't cue the music. I usually do that. And I didn't film today, so I don't got to edit. So I'm going to do a little bit of planning, and I might figure out something to do. All right. Good night, everyone. And remember, it's just one adventure at a time. Thanks a lot for all your support and prayers. Go on over to Facebook family, Random Adventures 2.0 Facebook family, and check that out because I did post some stuff on there. Karen, good night. All right. Here we go. Oh, one spin around to show you where we're at one last time. So this is a good spin. We're not going to wait for the sun to go down. And we're just going to say, all right, Tony. Hey, we're going to do some sign language. Let's do our Tony. Tony 2.0 out. Good night, everyone. Thanks a lot for coming along, and we'll see you on the next live. And don't forget to watch the videos. And if you want to share them, continue to share them. Share them on your Facebook page, all right? Let's get this thing going. And I think we're going to hit, we were at 7,599 when we started. Big Pete, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. Good night. All right. Hey, hit the likes. Yes, that's, I can't hang up. All right, we'll see you guys. Bye. Oh. Okay. Good night.